and their board games. They have great board games. We're so excited. But first, I want to take a second to remind you all to please share this video. If you share all week until Sunday, August 16th at 11:59 p.m., you guys will be entered to win possibly one of the best drawings of our entire show. You will be entered to win a board game, their newest board game, Mind the Gap, a trivia board game, which we're going to talk about. We love this game. We're so excited. So keep on sharing away so you're entered in to win that drawing. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about Solidroots and their company and their awesome games they're coming out with. Hey, Kyle, how are you? Can you go ahead and start us off with some knowledge about this awesome company?
This company is a family company, and I mean that everybody has a job. I don't mean that it's just somebody at the top and the family rides along. Everybody has a job and everybody works and contributes. And that is where the Solidroots come from. It's just like a deep and meaningful connection. They want people to be together, have fun. That is what they're all about. So they created some games that nobody else had, and they're awesome.
They're awesome. I know I had the honor of interviewing Jen, who is the founder and owner, a few weeks ago on our show on Trend, and it was so much fun to hear about the start of the company and the fact that White Elephant was their very first game, and they started it off really as a school project in their home, and it's just kind of taken off from there. So, and their newest game is Mind the Gap, which has been in stores now for a couple months, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, and it's doing very well. It's retailing.
It's solid.
It's solid. Yes. So we thought that we would tell you a little bit about it and maybe explain a little bit more. Can you explain how this game works?
Yes. So this is very similar to like Trivial Pursuit. Now, everybody knows that name. And just a little tidbit about that is that came out in 1983, and they sold 2 million board games immediately. And they probably could have sold more, but they didn't have them. So the next year they jumped on it and they said, okay, we're going to make a lot more. So in 1984, they sold 20 million and sold out. So they probably could have even sold even more. So in 1984, that came to like $800 million in retail sales for the industry. And this right here has been voted by the Toy Association at the Toy Fair of January 2020 as one of the best new games of the whole fair. And that is huge. So we think this is going to be a great Trivial Pursuit change.
Yeah, well, it's like it's like a new updated version. And, you know, we talk now all about the generations and the generational gaps, and this is a great way to incorporate all of those generations and take some of the loving and not so loving, challenges that we've had between the generations and make them fun and get everybody to be involved. So,
exactly.
They incorporate everybody.
Yep. They said that was one of the challenges is how can you sit down as a family and have everybody play, from the great grandmother all the way down to maybe a teenager and have it be exciting. And so that's what they did here is they came up with different categories. One is the boomer. They have all 4 generations, the boomer, the Gen Z, the millennial, they have a Gen X. So they created questions that each generation should know the answer to, but maybe the boomer doesn't know the answer to the millennial question. So you want to have a whole bunch of people on your team, and you want to have all those generations on your team in order to win and get around the board first.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Should we try our hand and pull a card? Let's see. All right, so they have different symbols for the different generations.
Yep, the different categories. Yeah. So you're probably holding a millennial because millennials didn't watch much on TV. They just watched it on a computer screen. So that's the very first question there.
That's right. That's right. All right. So my question is, what was the first rule of Fight Club? Guys,
You
I'm
don't talk
so
about it.
bad at
You
trivia.
don't talk about it. You
You
don't
don't
mention it.
talk about the first rule of Fight Club. I know. There have been some of them that I pull and I'm like, I know it. I know it because I'm not good at trivia at all. But this game makes me feel like I can actually play because it does go across so many generations, you know. And one of these questions is after 9/11, what name was given to define a war that was not against one particular country? Uh-oh.
Domestic terrorism, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think that
What?
was it. The war against domestic terror. The war on terror. There we go.
That's close enough.
Woo!
All right. Yeah. So I got one once, and it was name all of the kids from the Brady Bunch.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I should have known it. And I got hung up on Peter.
Oh,
How could I
Peter.
forget Peter?
Oh,
I even could
Peter.
sing the little song, but I couldn't remember Peter.
Yes, so it's very fun, and all generations can play it together and have a little bit of friendly rivalry against the generations. And oh, then they have the challenge cards.
Uh-huh. You land on one of these little stars on the board, and you have a challenge card. This one says, get your dance team to guess the name of the dance. And it is the Macarena.
Oh, dun,
But you wouldn't be able to say that.
dun,
Somebody has
dun,
to
dun, dun,
do a little charades. Oh, you're good.
na, 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 na. Hey, Macarena. Ay! I got it.
You do good.
See, guys, I'm not usually good at this stuff, and I can play this game. I love it. I love it.
Oh, it's fun. It's really fun. You know what I mean? And they make it humorous. Even from the very beginning of their instructions, they're like, you decide who gets to go first. We don't care. You know, spin something, draw straws, do whatever you want. That's not the important part.
The important part is get to the game, get to the questions, get people up and dancing like I just did. I had no intentions of dancing, you guys. But how can you not when you know, remember something like that? And so, yeah, it's a very fun game. We have been getting reorders fast. I mean, fast. People that, you know, took a leap of faith and brought these in round one have called us within a couple weeks and placing their reorders. So, you know, also, I believe that we recently learned a fact that board games are the number one trending category across all categories right now.
Yep. Yep. And that's just from January of 2020 to today's date. They're up 46%. That is huge. And they're expecting a jump for the next 5 years between 20 to 25% every single year. Not including this one, but beyond 2020. That's incredible. I mean, you're lucky if you get a 7% jump, and they're predicting between 20 and 25%.
I mean, that's
yep, and that's by the and that's by the research group. I mean, that's by the NDP. This is not by the company projecting that they're going to do really well. Yeah, that's nationally.
Yeah, that is a national group that is coming out and saying that, and that's huge. But I mean, well, right now it makes sense. We need board games and, you know, ways to still incorporate our family. This is something that you can still play virtually. You know, I mean, how much fun is that?
Good point.
Yeah, Mind the Gap has been actually hosting virtual shows of this on their social media from, you know, all different families across the country. And you guys can very much play this on Zoom and all of that as well. You know, they've even been incorporated into big charity events. You know, so this is something that everybody can do. And a lot of families, we actually recently started this tradition. A lot of families buy a board game every year as their family Christmas gift so that they can keep on adding to their board game collection.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, so if you do
Good
not
one.
have board games as one of your categories in your store, you are seriously missing out on a very strong category. So,
Yep,
all right, I'm
absolutely.
gonna get off my high horse about that, and I want to hear more about some of their other games. I know which one. Which one is she going to get? Which one is she going to get? Oh, this is the other one I was just about to say.
I love this game.
Momo Shanghai Rummy.
This is just such clever marketing and packaging. The cards come right in this little cigarette, 1970s classic cigarette case. I just think I think that is so smart. And I love, they'd say, this isn't your mother's rummy, it's your grandmother's. Momo was our chain smoking, early times drinking, alleged, mob connected grandmother. She created this twist on classic rummy with lots of jokers, where buying and stealing cards is allowed and encouraged. I think I would have liked her.
I'm sure. I know I said to Jen when I was interviewing her, I was like, I think I kind of want to be her when I'm a grandma. That's like the grandma that I aspire to be, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
it is. It's so cool that it comes in this package. And then you just have your cards right in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like the fact that she said, when you come to the table, you come ready to play and you have your money and there's no whining and there's no, and if you lose your money, too bad. I don't care how old you are.
Yes. Too
That's
bad.
right.
So sad. You can be 3. I don't care. And actually,
Yep.
that is how I am with my 3-year-old. I'm like, sorry, bud.
Yep.
Life sucks.
And
I
then
was
they got lots of jokes. You did the same thing. That's so funny. I just think that's great.
I know. How can you not? It's the best Joker ever. Grandma's the Joker. You know?
Oh God, that's good.
So yeah, this is I believe they've said that this is the number 2 item right now. So, make sure that you have both. And a lot of our customers have been saying when they bring in new board games into their store, they have board game parties, and they like everybody to list or pick what are their top games. And oftentimes, Mind the Gap has been number 1, and Momo's has been number 2, including other games aside from just Solidroots games. So that is quite the statement right there. So,
Yep.
and because we are coming up to the holiday season, we cannot leave out the good old white elephant game. Who doesn't love a good white elephant game?
I might like it now, but several years ago, my family tried, and it was a terrible experience.
Oh man.
So nice that they came out with something with rules and fun little instructions and things like that.
Yes, I actually went to a white elephant party last Christmas, and it was fun. It was great. There were not good rules and instructions, so it was a mess. But what did I end up? What was my white elephant gift? A fish tank. An old fish tank.
Oh no.
I wasn't thrilled.
Oh,
But, that's okay. So I did say that next year I am bringing this actual white elephant board game with rules. It has a board, and it has these really cute number tokens that you can pass out. Rather than, I think the typical thing that we all do is we just write a bunch of numbers down on pieces of paper and rip them up. But, now you have this cute pouch, this cute Santa pouch.
Yep.
And they get to pick their number out of the Santa pouch, which is an adorable little ornament. And then, they have rules. Normal play.
Yeah. Steal, freeze, normal play, insta-freeze, block. Whatever mood you're in,
Yeah, it makes it so much more fun.
Your family.
That's right. It makes it so much more fun. And I never knew until we started working with Solidroots that this Gap has different names across the country. So apparently it's the same game, but in certain areas they call it Yankee Swap around the East Coast. And in other areas, they refer to it as the Dirty Santa. So, you can make sure that you have the correct name depending on your location. But it is a great way to maybe clarify a very good, typical Christmas game and maybe stop some of the arguments.
Yeah. I agree. I think it'd be fantastic. It'd be so much fun if you knew what you were doing.
Yes, exactly. So we love this company and all these games. We actually wanted to hear from you guys. What are some of your favorite go-to family games? We would love to know. If you guys go ahead and comment below, you'll also be entered in to win our drawing to win one of the Mind the Gap board games. That's right. So keep on sharing. Again, you can share all week through Sunday, August 16th at 11:59 p.m. Or keep on commenting below about what is your favorite family game. Soon it will be Mind the Gap. And yeah, we'll enter you in to win that drawing. Is there anything else that we're forgetting here?
Well, there is a show promotion. So if you get to $250, you've got free freight, and you can do net 30 if you want. And then you get to 500, and then you would get free freight and net 60. Whoa. Now that free freight is what a lot of people are really interested in.
Yes, free freight.
That's through August.
Deal. Free freight is a big deal right now, so make sure you jump on that. As a overall, the minimum order to do this is low. The minimum quantities is low. This is a very easy buy-in company, and really just a category going into fourth quarter that you do not want to miss out on. So, if you have any questions, need more information, you can call us, email us, go to our website, contact any of the local reps. Yeah, we're here for you. We're here to help you. And with that, thank you so much, Kyle. Thanks for playing a little board game with me.
And, yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Go Momo.
Go Momo. All right, guys. We'll see you soon.